Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Anti-Gravity Room. You're here with Jiffy Pop, and today we are getting back to our Final Fantasy card game unboxing. I'm super stoked for this card game. For those of you who are able to get your hands on it, it's pretty cool. It's just like a combination of Magic and Force of Will. Pretty sweet. It's pretty much sold out everywhere. These starter decks are going for like $50. I don't know what the fucking deal is. But the other day we opened up the Final Fantasy VII starter with Cloud. Today we're going to open up the Final Fantasy XIII starter with Lightning and check out what you get in the starter deck. These starter decks are actually pretty good, like as far as the game goes and as far as card games go. Like, you're not getting ripped off of the starter set, and you get 3 or 2 of everything you need, so it's not like you have to buy multiple starters. Yu-Gi-Oh! You know who I'm talking to you. Anyway, let's get it unboxed and check out what you get. My tape is put on super crooked in this box. As is tradition. That's how new this is. Like, the hole is being punched. That's the shit right there. Already fucked the box. Not that I'm gonna keep it, but I don't like to do that. Alright. So you get your slips, which is your usual rule book slash playmat thing. As you can see, the playmat's the one we have right here. You get like a deck zone, break zone, field zone. It's pretty simple. And you get your rule slip, which I'm not going to go through. I went through it in the last video. If you want to check that out, you can check out the link in the description below. And I will leave that for you. Alright. So here's the Lightning at the front here. She's the star of the show. So it's not bad. Like, she gets cheaper. Like, she seems kind of expensive, but she gets quite cheaper the more and more forces you build up from Final Fantasy XIII. Now, how do I get this motherfucker open? Oh, here it is. Alright. Oh, hear that? That's the sound of quality. If you checked out my last video, you'll listen to me rant for about 10 minutes how this is the highest quality cards I've ever felt in my life. Like, it's like a hard plastic. Like, that's me like really smacking it, dinging it, and there's like no signs of denting or damaging. These fucking cards are awesome. But yeah. Lightning. Sorry, I'm just trying to let it focus there, guys. The cost required to play Lightning onto the field is reduced by 1 for each 13 forward you control. It has haste, and when Lightning deals damage to your opponent, choose 1 forward and dull it. So a pretty strong attacker. So you get 3 of her. One thing about these cards being plastic is they kind of stick together when they're new. But yeah, 3 Lightning. You're going to get 3 of the Gilgamesh, which I think is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He's a 4 cost. And he can't be returned to the owner's hand by summons or abilities, so it's like pretty much wind resistant. And then for 2 mana, he can boost his power by 1,000, which is dope. And then his special is you can choose 1 forward, break it, just it's gone. And you can only use this ability if you have 4 or more damage on you. So it's more of a late game ability, but his first ability is like, so I think he's a solid attacker for the deck. You get 3 Noel, and Noel is you have, if you control Sarah, he gets a 2,000 bonus, and he has haste always, so he's alright. He's, you know. Makui, like his Akatsuki hoodie and his Naruto goggles. You can choose 1 attacking Lightning forward, and it gains first strike. So it's really only good for a Lightning buff. It's something you might not actually play in your Lightning deck. You probably won't play it. You get 3 of these Rumpelstiltskin looking guys. Rigdia. And when he enters the field, you choose 1 active forward, deal it 3,000 damage, and then put it from the field onto the break zone. Choose 1 forward your opponent controls and dull it. It's okay. He's cheap. He's only 2 costs, which is pretty alright. Here's the real star. I wish she got a couple more of these, or 1 more of these, but it's alright. Odin, the 4-drop Odin. Choose 1 forward, 4 costs or less, and just break it. And just gone, which is pretty sweet because almost everything is 4 costs. There's, aside from like the really big boss creatures slash summons slash people, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call them, you're going to pretty much break everything for a pretty reasonable price. Sage, you get 2 Sage. When it enters the field, you choose 1 character card in your break zone and add it to your hand. So that's kind of cool. You get to recover damage points and a +1 in your hand, which is pretty cool. 2 Summoner. It's a standard unit, but the key is it's just a 1 cost with vanilla, which is pretty sweet. I like 1 cost mana builders. Builds you equip. You get 2 Magus. When it enters the field, you choose 1 forward and deal it 5,000 damage. This is a retarded support. Like, he's really, really good. You get 2 Dragoon. First strike, 6,000 for 3. It's okay. Then, moving on to the ice part of the deck, you're going to get a Sid Reigns. When Sid Reigns enters the field, choose 1 dull forward your opponent controls and deal it 4 grand. And then, when this card is put on the field into the break zone, your opponent discards 1 card from his hand. Alright, you get 3 of them. This is, I think, one of the best backups, probably in the game, but especially for ice. She's really good. Jill Nabat. And first off, she's an EX burst, so when you take her in damage, you might have a chance to flip this up. And when she enters the field, you choose 2 forwards and freeze them, which is pretty sweet. And she does that normally when you just summon her, which is awesome. And then you can choose one forward, dull it, and freeze it with her power. Just a mana and tapping her. So she's not bad. The only thing that's kind of crappy about her is that she's a named supporter, which kind of sucks. So I don't know if you'd want to play 3, I would, but it's up to you. You get 3 of these Snow, which I believe are starter exclusives. And when Snow blocks, choose 1 forward and dull it. So it's just always dulling forwards when he blocks, which is kind of cool. Pardon me. And then for his special, with 1 mana, until the end of the turn, he gains 2,000 power and first strike. But you can only use it while he's blocking. So, you know. You get 3 Sarah. And when she enters the field, your opponent discards 1 card. So it's not bad. It's like like she's not that good, so it's kind of like a 1-for-1, but she ends up floating for 6,000, which is alright. You get 3 Mogs. When it enters the field, you may search your deck for 1 Final Fantasy XIII forward and put it into your deck, which is pretty solid tutor. You get 2 Bard. Same thing as the Sarah. They discard a card, but that's its actual power. It's not when it just hits. You get 2 Shiva, which I actually think is a pretty solid spell. A lot of people hate it, but like dull it and freeze it, and it's an EX burst. Like, it's not bad. It's not the worst thing. You get some summoners. 2 Dark Knight Blondes and 2 Dark Knight Silvers. 2 Dark Knight Blondes will, for 2 ice, deal 1,000 to all forwards your opponent controls. It's okay, it's not that great. And then Dark Knight. When Dark Knight is put from the field into the break zone, he deals 1 point in damage. Again. But yeah, that's everything you get in the Lightning starter deck. It's a pretty solid, like, of the 3, I would say the Lightning, like, it's definitely a tie between Lightning and the Final Fantasy VII starter. Out of the box, if you just want to play it out of the box, the Lightning one's pretty strong. It has like solid creature kill, and it has some good solid attackers in it, and a lot of them have haste and first strike. So there's out of the starter boxes, if you had to pick one of the 3 to try and play competitively, the Lightning one is probably the best one, I would say. But yeah, if you like the video, guys, make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button. I always appreciate it. Leave a comment if you want to see more Final Fantasy stuff or you want to see less of it. Let me know. I always want to know what you guys are thinking. I think this game's pretty cool. We're going to have some games of it this week. But if that bores you, we will axe the shit out of it quickly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Take care.